What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the 10-yard fight. I'm Coach KK. This is volume 22, part 2, coming from the Power Duces Scheme. All right. This is 12 personnel for those of you who don't know. Sorry for the wait once again for the millionth time. Here we go with the 4-minute offense. I think I'm going to go down the list and play against the best defenses, Ohio State, Georgia, Tennessee, LSU, Alabama, and the top tier teams first. We're going to do a couple of 4-minute offensive schemes from that, and then we'll get off into like playoff games and stuff like that and, catch a playoff run. All right, you can see this guy right here is one of those guys who are going to try to abuse things, so we shadowed him. What I mean by abuse, you seen the first play, he went deep to your boy Smith out there. So the next play, I went over there underneath and hid in the shadows. That's a topic I'm going to talk about on a user pick video one day, how I do that and what I do to it. That was very simple of him, very shallow of him. So, yeah, here we go. 12 personnel. You can see I'm in the gun. This looks like the U off trips. And the first option was to go with a counter. Then I didn't like the numbers, so I went with inside zone. All right. So if you're wondering why this is 12 personnel, this is what I do all game, every game in the scheme versus whoever, wherever, and whenever. Okay. There are some principles to it. Some things that you got to use the formation for, and it may not work all the time. Look at this right here. This is gun, you off trips, post, will, shallow. Okay. The goal right here is to understand that you have 7 men at the line of scrimmage, 7 men right here in the box on offense. Okay. You want to run 2 concepts when you're passing. So you can see we got a switch concept to the left. The goal is you're looking for zone coverage and you take a hole shot somewhere between on the switch concept. You see why I keep rewinding? I'm looking for right here, right in between the safeties and corners, or right in between the linebackers and corners, or in between the safeties and linebackers. Looking for that window, and I can zip it right there. And if not, I got a man beater coming underneath for a third read. Okay. And that was like a same side read. So it's so much stuff that you want to blend into your passing and run concepts. Okay. Let's talk about this. The wide side of the field is over here to the right, right? That's the field side. I tried to be slick and put a wing out here, but he was outside of our edge. So I didn't feel comfortable going with the lead option. So I just took it to the left, to the boundary side. And this was supposed to be a kill shot. Like I was supposed to score a touchdown if I was going to the right. But I had to make something out of nothing going to the left. And I'm on the road and the audibles and stuff wasn't really working well. So you got to have some sense of urgency. You got to have some user skills and awareness out here to do this kind of stuff. Like I said, initially I was going to the wide side of the field, but he was outside of our edge. Although we had a wing out there, a wing is 2 tight ends, and we were stacked to the right, but he had the numbers advantage out there. So those are some things that I like to look for. Where are the numbers at? Here we go once again. Gun wing slot over, and I tried to go inside zone. Didn't work out. Okay. I'm going against Ohio State. Everybody's is suited up. It's a lot of 90 overall players on the field. The defense is like a 90-something overall, and things are not going to go your way as planned as always. But the goal is to keep having answers for things and knocking on the door. Look at this, gun ace QB blast. Now this play right here works against everybody. It works against everybody, but less against Alabama and Ohio State and LSU, because that defense of those players swarm. Like you see, I got some good blocks out here, but it's just that one man usually that's going to get away, and he's going to clean up and take care of them. Okay. Gun ace, tight end attack. And by the way, guys, this thing is going to move real fast. We're going to move real fast with these plays. So you might want to take notes and stuff. So this is gun ace, tight end attack. This is one of my money plays. You can see right here, we're looking for the double move, and we got him. Seen it? So look at the user. Let's look at the user where he's at. He's in the middle of the field. he can't commit to a tight end because it's two of them. So he's looking for anybody who come in his area, which no one did do. So he was froze like a piece of ice. And our double move handled the computer controlled defender very well. Okay, so you can really count on that to work when you do that double move. If you run this scheme right here, you can also hot route the tight ends to a stick and nod. So yeah, that's pretty cool too. We'll talk about that another time as well. I have that on the list to talk about. Second drive, you can see this guy is air raiding his behind off. There's no such thing as check downs for him. He's just want to, go bombs away. He'll run the ball every now and then just to say he did it. But by default, this guy is run and gun. You can see it's 20, 30 yards down the field every time if he can. And we'll talk about defense one day as well. But yeah, right now I just want to showcase a little bit of offense, and we're gonna grow with the levels. It's levels. This is like the beginning stage of the Power Duces wing scheme. Okay, so gun ace right here. This is our default formation. This is when this is like base stuff like this, the aces and stuff like this. This is going to be the gun ace slot. We went over to the halfback base. I like my numbers. I like my pulling right guard. You can see he crunched in, so I should have leverage to the left side. See, he crunched in thinking that's the thing that you can do, the manipulation you can do to the defenses when you got all these people on the line of scrimmage. It's not going to work every time, but you're going to have a good chance to fight with when you got this many people attached to the line of scrimmage. It's 5 linemen. It's pretty much like a lone wall of 7 people when you look at it across the board. And then you can do things like inside zone and blast. Like formations like this help you run inside zone very well. Look at this right here. So we went to the gun, wing slot over, but I ran out of time. So I like having more rushing yards than passing. I take very much pride in that. You'll see that as well down the line. I think I got my ratio down to 48% pass, 48% run. It's really cool. And when you play against people and theirs say like 80% pass and 10% run. Look at this right here. I thought about inside zone, and then I thought about this hitch RPO alert, right? You can see the look in between those two linebackers right underneath the safety. Sometimes you're not going to have this play in the audibles, but when it's time to call the play, it's right there on the money for you. Okay. You're not going to be able to get this look all the time, but so you got to be ready when it's there. You can see the safety went way in the back, and you see the user bit on the run fake, and square just sat right behind the linebacker for a post route, and we just zipped it to him. So these are the results when you're playing with a script, when you're playing on schedule, and you have a plan intact, and you can go against anybody. You like your matchups versus anybody at any given down, anytime, anywhere. Y'all hit that like button for me, man. That would be gladly appreciated. We didn't really do good on the likes on the last video, so y'all look out for your boy, man. I want to keep this stuff coming for you guys. Y'all got to let me know you're into it by hitting the like button for me. All right. So here we go. Once again, this guy's going to air raid his behind off. He don't believe in check downs and strategies or whatever. He just out here playing backyard football, and we love it. And he just going wherever the wind blows him. Got Ohio State and throwing the ball behind receivers. Man, look at here. So yeah, this is what happens when you don't have reads and concepts and stuff. All right. But every game is not going to be like this. I'm going to put some challenging games out here. That's the goal. Let you know it works against the best of the best. All right. So here we go. Pistol, you off trips. We went with a little halfback stretch. You can see the goal is to run behind your 7 linemen and look for a cut. Like you bouncing, and you looking for a cutback lane. If you don't see now, you just ride and stay on the path until you find something to cut back with. Okay. You're going to get 3 yards sometimes. Sometimes you're going to get 2. Sometimes you're going to get 9. Sometimes you're going to pop one for 30 and so forth and so on. Pistol deuce inside cross. This pistol deuce is similar to the gun ace. It's in the same family. That's why it's color coded in red. The goal right here is to take the crisscross, and if he bite on it and we have an opening, we can hit the in break and dig route. If it's open, just like that. Man, I've done this a million times. I'd have done this so much I could probably throw this route with my eyes closed. You see the user right here, he's gonna bite off the crisscross, and it's too late for him to get back to the second level. And that's easy money right there. Man, I've won a championship with this play before. Trust and believe. So yeah, it's just when you call in the play, you got to call him at the right time. Look at this right here. He think that, look at the play flow. The play flow look like it's going to the left. It's a confusing formation. You look at it, it's gun, wing, slot over. Everybody is over there to the right, but the running back is facing the left. All right. But we're running a speed option to the right. Got outside. That right there is money. That's money right there. That's the set that we only have 2 speed options, 2 pitch options in this scheme. But you would think we have like 5 or 6 of them because we do them at different times and we just switch up the formations and sets so much. That's why when we make everything look the same, it confuses them guys. All right. I get ball back out the half. He decided to do an onside kick. And I think this guy right here is on fumes. He's running out of air. Pistol deuce, strong power. Let's try to stay in good graces with field position. Don't try to do nothing too extra. Let's run the ball, get to the fourth quarter. That's the goal right here. Every goal, every drive should have a goal. You can see right here, strong power. Look at this. Notice I'm not hitting the speed button. I'm letting my linemen go, drift to the sideline. It's not going to be this easy all the time. That's strong power right there. And I have faith in strong power. Look at that lineman blocking. Wow. Go ahead, 71. I always tell you guys I have a special spot in my heart for linemen who get down the field and make them big, ugly blocks right there. Boy, that was nasty. Once again, hit him again with a counter. Nice spin move and look like he's checking out. All right, guys, that wraps up part 2 of volume 22. I'm out, yo.
This is how we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best.